Welcome to my full bullet character matchup guide. Today's video will be on Tenya Ida. Tenya is a fairly scary matchup for full bullet, as you will be playing this matchup on Tenya's terms. You will not get a say in where you fight this unless you lure him somewhere by like alpha kiting and stuff. Ida's mobility greatly outclasses yours, and you'll be lucky to be able to keep up with him in any capacity. This character can fly across the map, while yours is kinda stuck on one spot. Ida also has no ranged capabilities. This makes the ideal way of fighting him being to play a mid-range alpha game. However, as I said, Ida has very good mobility, so he can close the gap very, very quickly. This means that he can get his close up and get his alpha beta combos relatively reliably. But the true issue with this matchup is Tenya Ida's gamma, which allows him to essentially gain a huge speed boost on all of his moves and just a base running speed boost as well. This makes Ida very tough to catch and can make it really hard to keep your eye on him sometimes. This character can be really tricky to fight. I don't believe the matchup is unwinnable though, as you have a ranged alpha and he doesn't. And if he's coming at you with, let's say, alphas, you can hit him out of it for half of his health and knock him backwards. Not to mention, another important part is that your beta will be very prominent here. You can also use it to challenge Ida's moves, which can be incredibly nice. Dang it, Ida. Okay. You can use it to challenge all of his moves. However, this does not mean that the matchup is free. Ida will tend to go for the beta in a safer way, so you'll have to predict the move that he is going for. You will have to, know exactly what Ida is going for so you can punish him in some sort of way. Ida has a very good combo game too that can allow him to delete your health. Unfortunately, I can't really get the bots to do that, but yeah. It's important to keep in mind that you'll want to know how to dodge roll his attacks, as this will be very important in taking down Ida. Overall, I believe the matchup is actually not that bad. Ida is a character that depends on where you're fighting him. In an open plane, this character will be relatively easy to deal with since you can hit him with alphas, and if he gets too close, using beta as a get off me tool can be very effective at preventing this character from getting stacks up of damage on you. However, a good Ida will not make hitting him that easy. Good Idas will do things such as super jumps and use recipro backflips in order to dodge your attacks and try and hit you best they can. They will do stuff like this. They'll try to mix up their attacks. This makes keeping track of Ida, landing consistent alphas, and making sure that you know where he is so you can dodge roll his stuff very difficult at times. Not to mention, Ida's alpha and beta are also very good at challenging your gamma and beta, as the only way your beta is going to trade with him is if you predict what move he is going to use and predict him properly. This can make the matchup rather tough. I would say Beta Max Full Bullet probably has about a 50-50 matchup spread against this character, as being able to alpha kite him is very good at dealing with this melee focused character. If you're able to hit him, that is. The, the second thing is like learning this character indoors. Yeah, this character Ida really is not great indoors. You should be able to beat him indoors, really no problem. But outdoors will be where Ida will want to fight you. So you really need to keep an eye on your alphas, and you have to really respect what Tenya Ida can do here. As if you don't acknowledge his presence, he could easily delete half your health like a snap of his finger. Ida will also likely have the advantage in the early game due to Ida's great like early combat, while Full Bullet often struggles in the early game. Once you get some higher level skills, like level 4 on your beta, it won't be so bad, as you will have the second beta charge in order to challenge his attacks. But this matchup, I would say for Alpha Max Full Bullet, it's probably about a 50-50, as you'll be able to like challenge all of his attacks, and your beta will still be useful for challenging his moves, and you'll be able to use Gamma to try and block him off if he's coming for that too. I think Beta Max Full Bullet probably has a 60-40 matchup in Ida's favor, as Ida can interrupt the start of your beta relatively easily, as I said, often requiring prediction in order to trade with him. And not having the high alpha damage to chunk him for his health in like the start of a fight, or if you catch him like activating his gamma, for example, can really struggle. I think that's about all to mention with Ida. Overall, you'll want to lure him indoors, and you're going to have to understand that you will be playing the fight on his terms. But if you can get him indoors, you can very easily change the tide into your favor. And even outdoors, this matchup is not awful, because you can alpha kite him and keep him at a good distance. Admittedly, this isn't a matchup I have a lot of experience with, since most Tenya players aren't really that good. But I do believe the matchup is in favor of Full Bullet in a lot of scenarios, but Tenya will not be playing around those scenarios. Tenya will be playing around the outside scenarios, making this matchup much harder than it otherwise would be. Just keep an eye on him, keep your alphas on point, and you should be able to deal with him just fine.